Hi, I'm Adrienne Norris, and I'm here at Mike Boyle Strength and Conditioning with personal training client Paul Parravano. Hi, Paul.
Hey, good morning, Adrienne. How are you?
Good.
Good.
We just caught you after a workout, so I know you're feeling good.
I'm feeling fantastic after that workout.
Good. Well, we just wanted to interview you and have our audience get to know a little bit about you. Could you tell us a little bit about your childhood, where you grew up?
Sure. I grew up in Ann Arbor, Michigan, home of the Michigan Wolverines. And my parents came over from Italy just a couple years before I was born. So I grew up speaking Italian. I'm the youngest of four boys. And when I was about 2, I had a form of retinal cancer. So I lost my sight when I was almost 3 years old. But my parents were wonderful in that they insisted that even though I had lost my vision, it didn't mean that I couldn't be educated or lead a pretty normal life. So they and my brothers and friends that I met at school made sure that I got to participate in all the academic and recreational and physical activities that kids should take part in.
That's great. Yeah, I've noticed that you're pretty independent, going to and from your workouts and everything. So.
Well, it's independence is important for everybody, and being able to get around, get to places, get to work, get your errands done, and just get through your day-to-day activities is important. And when you don't have a car, don't drive, you have to be creative in how you get around. But if it's important and you choose to get certain things done, you have certain goals, you find ways to accomplish them.
Oh, very nice. Like your workouts at Mike Boyle's, right?
Exactly. I started here about a year and a half ago, I think, and the only difficult thing was finding a way to get here, because once I came and started working with Kyle, I determined that this is something I wanted to continue badly, and so I've managed to string together a couple different ways to get here. Kyle's been helpful with that, but everybody here on the staff has been very welcoming, and it just made it all very comfortable. And working hard, whether it's at work or in the gym, has very little to do with whether you can see or not. It really is determined more by how much you want to get something out of the workout.
That's great. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your workouts with Kyle?
Sure. Well, I wrestled when I was in high school, so I have a history of working out. I've done it before. I did some weightlifting and a variety of things growing up, but now with work and family, I had found less time to do that. So starting here at Boyle's gave me an opportunity with Kyle's guidance to concentrate on getting myself back in shape, getting stronger, and working on strength training and conditioning to get myself to feel better, to weigh less, which is a goal that many of us have, and that my doctor had set for me as well, to get at a better weight. So I was able to get at those goals early on by doing a modest amount of conditioning that Kyle had established for me, and then also building on a set of strengthening exercises that really have a lot of variety to them. I'm not one that gets bored by exercise or conditioning, but one additional great thing about coming here to Boyle's is the variety that Kyle is able to put in the workout, so that there's a mix of different things. Each workout is different. I feel like every time I come here, there's maybe something new, but never the same thing that I did the time that I was here before.
So Kyle's got a lot of tools in his toolbox, I guess, huh?
He really does, and I have to say that when I made a cold call here to Boyle's because somebody had recommended that I come here. And so I didn't know anyone here, so I called and spoke to one of the people on staff here, and he was I told him straight up that, you know, I had this disability, but that I had some experience working out, so this wasn't going to be totally new for me. And so I was introduced to Kyle. I came out, we met, we talked a little bit about what we wanted to get done. Kyle seemed to have absolutely no discomfort or uncertainty about my capabilities. And that's an important thing. It may sound, so for me, that's true too. I'm an ambitious person. You know, I want to do the best I can. I have goals about good health and weight, which are sometimes hard to achieve. I struggle with that just like anyone else does, but that's why I come here, because I think I'm given the challenge and the opportunity to work at those goals. I'm not going to claim that I accomplished them readily, but I'm given the chance here to try and a path to accomplish it. The unfortunate thing is that, yes, there are people who worry that just because you have a disability that you may have other limitations. You know, sometimes I run into people that talk louder to me because they think if you can't see, you probably can't hear. It sounds silly, but it really is sort of a human condition that people think you're probably limited in other ways just because, you know, you can't see. So Boyles obviously is not built on that philosophy. You come here and, all right, you can't see, so we're going to show you where the weights are. And once you've got that dumbbell in your hand, you better do it just like anybody else does, because doing a press or doing chin-ups, it's just between you and the bar. You can't fall back on anything else.
Exactly. Some great advice. Well, thank you so much, Paul.
Great.
Appreciate it.
It's a treat talking to you, Adrian.
All right. Thanks, God.